4 is Tony Shen live right now in San Bernardino with reaction to this. Tony?
Yeah, Colleen and Annabelle, as you said, that pursuit came to a crashing end when the driver ended up plowing into this telephone pole you see behind me. You could see some of that damage left behind. Now, I spoke to the woman who shot that cell phone video. She didn't want to be identified, but she did tell me that the officer in question didn't have to be so violent. In this cell phone video, you see a man face down on the street with 2 San Bernardino police officers on top of him. The video shows the officer on the right punching the man in the head at least 4 times and kneeing him in the head at least 3 times. The officers yell, "Give me your hands and stop resisting." The man tells them he is sorry before he is finally handcuffed. We showed this video to retired LAPD Patrol Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey.
As a field supervisor and someone who evaluates uses of force, what I see immediately is something that's unnecessary, excessive, and probably not how these officers are taught. Police officers are not MMA fighters.
A spokesperson for San Bernardino Police says they also have a copy of this video after a citizen brought it to their attention. According to police, this all began on Monday when officers spotted the man driving a stolen car with no plates. When officers tried to pull him over, the man led them on a dangerous high-speed pursuit that ended when the stolen car crashed into a telephone pole on West 50th Street, very close to an elementary school. Right now, the officer who struck the man multiple times is being investigated by the Department for Overall Conduct, Decision-Making, and Policy Violations. Retired Sergeant Dorsey says there's no question in her mind that the force was excessive.
And the use of force must be reasonable, necessary, and proportionate, and only enough force to overcome the resistance or take someone into custody. And what I see are officers punishing someone, which happens many, many times at the end of a vehicle chase because that person had the temerity to run.
At this point, investigators aren't revealing if the officers had body cameras, which may show what happened as the officers first approached the man moments after the crash. Chief Darren Goodman released a statement saying in part that the agency strives for a standard of excellence and this situation appears to fall short. He also promised to correct any officer's actions that are inconsistent with police policy. And if mistakes were made, the chief will own it and take swift action to correct the situation. As for the officer in question, he is currently on modified assignment during the investigation.
Every strike, every kick, every blow is going to have to be addressed, and officers are going to have to articulate why each one of those strikes was necessary to put handcuffs on this suspect.